Gunslingers right here on
the Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
That's us. From San Diego to San Francisco, from LA to Phoenix to Vegas, we are on the air.
Yes, and we're all over the internet, folks. If you guys are tuning in on YouTube, Facebook Live, X, or Rumble, make sure you're hitting that like button. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're jumping into the comments. You got any questions? Got any comments? Just want to say hi to all these guys? Join us.
Yeah, and this is a live show. That means that we have a phone, and you can call us. Jimmy, what's that number?
You guys are going to want to call in at 866-870-5752.
Wait, what's that number?
That number is 866-870-5752.
right.
Again, 866-870-5752.
There it is, from the one and only Beyond the Motorman. All right.
Here we are, slinging guns and having fun.
Man,
Yes,
I tell you,
sir.
it has been a week.
That's one way to say it.
Yeah, well, I say this every week, but holy cow, we're just about done shipping from the auction now.
So that took 2 solid weeks.
Yeah, and
Work full time.
I've got 4 guys. That's all they do 5 days a week from open to close is shipping. We get out somewhere between 30 and 50 boxes every day.
So if you're one of the lucky bidders, have a little patience. I mean, those guys are working hard, but they can only do so much, right?
Kind of where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
Get this. So, there's something out there called the Amazon effect. Have you heard of this?
Yes.
Hey, I ordered it, and it should be at my house by lunchtime.
Exactly. And, it says in our directions, 30 to 60 days. Now, we've never had to do 30 to 60 days. We start shipping, we have our auction on Saturday. Sunday, we're closed because I'm usually there doing all the, catch-up paperwork. Mm-hmm. And then Monday, a couple of us come in and we get started on shipping. So that's 48 hours after we're already on the shipping block. And you'd be surprised how many complaints we get.
Is it out yet? Is it out yet?
And we had a guy 6 days after. Let's see. He threatened me with ATF, DOJ, local police, the BBB. I'm sure he put something on Yelp for us. It's just unbelievable. And again, this is 6 days after.
And the 30 to 60 day window is very generous. That's just to cover bases and all that, because we start shipping as long as you got all your ducks in a row.
See, now there's another thing. The ducks have to be in a row. There's a lot of paperwork. Yeah,
because if you don't send us an FFL, that's a federal firearms license from your dealer, we can't ship it to your house, guys. So what we have to wait for that. And you'd be surprised how often I get complaints from people that haven't even paid yet.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
Where's my stuff? Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Where's my stuff? Sir, you need to pay it. Well, I'll call you back.
Yeah.
This isn't like throwing a, hair conditioner or laundry soap in the mail.
And we have a system. Okay, we have this foam stuff. And what we do is we wrap your gun, then we wrap it again in this special plastic. Then you spray the foam, you put the gun in the plastic, you let it sit for about 10 seconds, then you take it out because this foam steams.
Oh, yeah.
It's so hot, it steams.
It's a chemical reaction in there.
So you got to get the gun out of there. Then we after it's calmed, we put it back, then you over the top, then you take the top off and you let it set, and then, you wait another 2 or 3 minutes, then you put them all together, you finish taping, and then you get, you put it out then it gets the label, then it has to be booked out of my books, then, we wait for the delivery guy to come.
All of this in the name of making sure that you get what you ordered and it arrives at not
Safely.
being mangled safely and legally.
Because I've had, we went to this because, everybody, it's an expensive gun. Put it in a hard case. Mm-hmm. I've had guns broken in half in hard cases.
In hard cases. And secured in hard cases. Not just in a hard case, but you've got foam inserts after foam inserts, and you've got things.
You almost have to respect that.
Oh, my gosh. It looks like people just want to go WWF on them and drop elbows and suplex it off of the truck and all that. Oh, yeah.
We've had boxes come back that you could have played. That's how accordioned they were.
Yeah.
I mean, it just squished, you know, a 48-inch box about 12 inches.
With steel inside of it.
Yeah, well, not anymore. It's sticking out each end.
Shish kebab.
I mean, they have to hire from a special place is all I can say. Because I have seen some of the... You ever heard of a poor boy?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
Okay, a poor boy. Well, you were there when this happened. We had a poor boy rifle. What this is a right around Civil War era a target rifle. They're very long. They're about 5.5, 6 feet long. Usually in like a 36 caliber, something fairly small, and they probably weigh 40 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
And it's all barrel. These things are immense. Guy won it. Now keep in mind this is a pre-98. That means according to ATF, it's no different than a box of chocolates when shipping. So we can send this
Legally, it is not a firearm.
Correct. So we can send this directly to the people, but what we do is we make sure we put adult signature required so they can't just leave it on the porch. Okay, so we send this out. I'm not going to mention the company because we don't use them anymore, but we sent this out to Florida. It got halfway there and it came back. Why did it come back? Because they dropped it so badly that 3 foot of the barrel went out the front end of it, right through all the padding and the hard box and everything that we put it in. Okay. And it was a firearm, and we were sending it to a thing, and that's federally illegal. Blah blah blah. And they sent it back, and to which I called the my person in charge and said, "This is not a firearm. This is an antique. It is not considered one by any government agency whatsoever." Okay, well, just resend it. So I packaged it back up, and we resent it again. When we got it back the second time...
This time it made it to Louisville.
We got it back the second time because they crushed the box so bad that the label actually had been torn off. Yeah. So...
He picks the box up, he puts it in the truck, he drives it, he takes it out of the truck.
It ain't brain surgery, but anyway, this is the kind of stuff that we have to go through, along with, you know, the ever-present emails of, you know, have you shipped my stuff yet, sir? We will email you when we ship your gun. Okay, well...
Just so you know, you're getting some positive feedback on the social media for taking care of people so quickly.
Well, you know, we really try. I mean, to be blunt, I want it out of my hair.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, no, we're done with that auction. Let's get it out of here and let's get the next
Space
one.
for an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
It's such a time-sensitive piece of work that you have to do, because if your ducks are all in the row, we're a well-oiled machine on our side, and we'll get it out to you ASAP. So make sure you have your side done, and we'll get it out to you as soon as you'd like.
Yeah. And speaking of ducks, let's get to Richard out of the airport. How are you, Richard?
Good evening, you rock and rolling gunslingers.
Thank you
And is
kindly.
Leon there today?
No,
today.
he's not. He's here in
He is
spirit.
in spirit.
Yeah.
Always.
Oh, okay. Well, my question is, what was the first handgun to use a magazine?
Be a little bit more specific. Well,
Are we talking about
detachable magazine or internal magazine?
Well, an internal, like I know the 45 used it. They loaded it and they stuck it up the handle.
Sure, but that's a detachable magazine. You press a button, that magazine comes out. Mauser in the 1870s was making a firearm where you could actually stuff
stripper clip?
Yes, rounds into a internal magazine. So I would probably say the Mauser company in the 1870s.
The Borchardt C93, designed by Hugo Borchardt, produced in 1893, was generally considered the first commercially successful magazine-fed pistol.
Yeah, detachable magazine.
And if you haven't taken a look at one of those, folks, do your homework. It'll make you laugh a little.
Imagine a Luger with an eggplant on the back.
It looks like it used to be a magic wand, and someone's like, I can turn that into a gun.
It is one of the ugliest, but definitely coolest firearms you'll ever run
Again,
across.
this is, I love developmental arcs, and there were no rules about how this is done. Folks were trying stuff out. That's what they came up with.
And my big claim to fame for Borchardt's Maxwell Smart and what was the German
Stocker.
No, that was his. We don't lose that here, Stocker. Whatever the hell. Somebody online will tell us. they decide they're meeting.
Oh, yes.
And they're going to disarm. And for 10 minutes they're pulling guns. And he pulls out. It was Doc in Love
Yeah,
Boat.
I know you're talking about.
And he pulls out a Borchards of all
Oh, my
things.
God.
Yeah. it was
Props
just
to the
like-
armorer on that one.
Yeah, and
Siegfried?
Siegfried
is
thank
right.
you. Yeah, and of course, probably the only guy that was watching
caught that.
that knew what the heck that was. Richard, got a joke for us?
Yeah, well, real quick, was the detachable magazine? What was the first gun used? Was it the 45?
It wasn't the 1911 that we think of, which is actually the 1903, which is actually the 1902. Before that was the Borchardt, as Jimmy suggested.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
around 1897 or 8.
And again, take a second out, Borchardt, look it up because it's a knee slapper.
Oh, yeah.
Rather cumbersome. Quick with your joke. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah. Now when Halloween's coming. Do you know what the two favorite fruits of a vampire?
I give up.
The nectarine and the blood orange.
Yeah.
Nectarine.
Healthy.
That's a two-groaner.
Healthy joke.
Richard, we'll talk to you next week.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
You too.
Take
God
care.
bless you.
All right, guys, that opens up lines. What's that number, Jim?
866-870-5752.
Once again, what is that?
866-870-5752. Call in now.
When we get back, we got Rick from the CRPA. You're listening to Gunslingers right here on
The Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
And we'll be right back.
Yes, sir.